Hello students. Now in this video we start our lesson number 11, the cherry tree, from our English reader of class 8th. Now before starting the chapter there are two questions. Do you know how plants grow? क्या आप जानते हैं कि पौधे कैसे उगते हैं? What should we do with the seeds we find in a fruit? हमें उन सीड्स के साथ क्या करना चाहिए जो हमें फ्रूट्स में मिलते हैं. फ्रूट के इनसाइड हमें फलों में बीज जो मिलते हैं हमें उनके साथ क्या करना चाहिए. सो बोथ द क्वेश्चंस, द आंसर ऑफ बोथ द क्वेश्चन वी फाइंड इन द lesson. So first of all, I read the lesson for you. So all of you have to listen carefully. One day when Rakesh was 6, he walked home from the Masuri Bazaar eating cherries. They were a little sweet, a little sour, small bright red cherries which had come all the way from the Kashmir Valley. Rakesh lived with his grandfather on the outskirts of Masuri, just where the forest began. His father and mother lived in a small village 50 miles away, but there was no school in the village, and Rakesh's parents were keen that he should go to school. So they sent him to stay with his grandfather, a retired ranger in Mussoorie. Rakesh was on his way home from school when he bought the cherries. He paid 50 paise for the bunch. It took him about half an hour to walk home, and by the time he reached the cottage there were only 3 cherries left. Have a cherry, Grandpa, he said, as soon as he saw his grandfather in the garden. Grandfather took one cherry and Rakesh promptly ate the other 2. He kept the last seed in his mouth for some time, rolling it round and round on his tongue until all the tang had gone. Then he placed the seed on the palm of his hand and studied it. Are cherry seeds lucky? Asked Rakesh. Of course, then I will keep it. Nothing is lucky if you put it away. If you want luck, you must put it to some use. What can I do with the seed? Rakesh, plant it. So Rakesh found a small spade and began to dig up a flower bed. Hey, not there, said grandfather. I have sown mustard in that bed. Plant it in that shady corner, where it won't be disturbed. Rakesh went to a corner of the garden where the earth was soft and yielding. He did not have to dig. He pressed the seed into the soil with his thumb and it went right in. One morning in the garden, he bent to pick what he thought was a small twig and found to his surprise that it was well rooted. He stared at it for a moment, then ran to fetch grandfather, calling, Grandpa, Grandpa, come and look, the cherry tree has come up. What cherry tree? Asked grandfather, who had forgotten about it. The seed we planted last year, look, it has come up. Rakesh went down on his haunches while grandfather bent almost double and peered down at the tiny tree. It was about 4 inches tall. Yes, it is a cherry tree, said grandfather. You should water it now and then. Rakesh ran indoors and came back with a bucket of water. Don't drown it, said grandfather. Rakesh gave it a sprinkling and encircled it with pebbles. That year the monsoon rains came early and Rakesh plodded to and from school in raincoat and gumboots. The cherry tree grew quickly in this season. It was about 2 feet tall when a goat entered the garden and ate all the leaves. Only the main stem and 2 thin branches remained. Never mind, said grandfather, seeing that Rakesh was upset. It will grow again. Cherry trees are tough. Towards the end of the rainy season, new leaves appeared on the tree. Then a woman cutting grass scrambled down the hillside, her sachet swishing through the heavy monsoon. Foliage, she did not try to avoid the tree. One sweep and the cherry tree was cut into two. When grandfather saw what had happened, he went after the woman and scolded her, but the damage could not be repaired. Maybe it will die now, said Rakesh. Maybe, said grandfather. But the cherry tree had no intention of dying. By the time summer came again, it had sent out several new shoots with tender green leaves. Rakesh had grown taller too. He was 8 now. A sturdy boy with curly black hair and deep black eyes, blackberry eyes, grandfather called him. That monsoon Rakesh went home to his village to help his father and mother with the planting and plowing and sowing. When he came back to his grandfather's house, the cherry tree had grown another foot. It was now up to his chest. One day he found a bright green mantis perched on a branch, peering at him. With bludgeoning eyes, Rakesh let it remain there. It was the cherry tree's first visitor. The next visitor was a hairy caterpillar who started making a meal of the leaves. Rakesh removed it quickly and dropped it on a heap of dry leaves. They are pretty leaves, said Rakesh, and they are always ready to dance if they are breeze. There is a breeze. After grandfather had come indoors, Rakesh went into the garden and lay down on the grass beneath the tree. Grandfather came back and sat down beside Rakesh. There are so many trees in the forest, said Rakesh. What is so special about this tree? Why do we like it so much? We planted it ourselves, said grandfather. That's why it is special. Just one small seed, said Rakesh, and he touched the smooth bark of tree that had grown. He ran his hand along the trunk of the tree and put his finger to the tip of a leaf. I wonder, he whispered, is this what it feel to be God? So students, this is the reading of lesson, The Cherry Tree. So you have to read it and try to understand it.